From coast to coast, 45,000 Texaco dealers welcome you to the Texaco Star Theater. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Jimmy Wallington speaking. And that famous Texaco radio trademark, the Fire Chief's siren and bell, bring up another performance in the Texaco Star Theater. With Adolphe Manjou as Master of Ceremonies. With Una Merkel, Charlie Ruggles, Jane Froman, and Kenny Baker. With David Brookman's orchestra and the Texaco Chorus. And starred tonight in a Max Reinhardt radio production of The Jest, John Barrymore with Noah Berry and Elaine Barry. And, of course, that bane of my life, Ned Sparks. Smiling, affable, debonair, that prince of good fellows, Adolphe Manjou.
Thank you, Jimmy, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again to the Texaco Star Theater, and may I thank you for the way in which you received our first show last week. It was most gratifying. Come in.
Is the Texaco Star Theater on the air again?
Yes?
Why?
It was most gratifying for us to know that...
Hello, Adam.
Hello, Adam. Hello, Una. Hello, Charlie.
Oh, Mr. Manjou, everybody says that you were wonderful last week.
Oh, after all, what was it? You were the real hit of the show.
Oh, no. Charlie was the real hit of the show.
Oh, me? Oh, no. You two were the real hits of the show.
No.
Wait a minute. Why don't you three quit lying to each other?
Quick, maestro, the music.
Get the kick from you. Perfume rare from Spain. I'm sure that is light to keep. And one sniffle that would bore me terrifically so. I get a kick out of you. I get a kick every time I get a kick, so it's clear to me. You obviously don't adore me. I get no kick in no plane. Flying too high with some guy in the sky is my idea of nothing to do. And I get a kick out of you.
You certainly have a great orchestra. But tell me, why did you frown so all through that number?
Can I help if I don't like music?
Well, I don't know. Maybe this is all just a very bad dream.
Oh, well, Mr. Manjou, that's marvelous. May I interpret it for you?
Why, Una Merkel, what are you talking about?
Well, haven't I told you about that wonderful new course that I'm studying? Dreams and how to interpret them.
Well, sounds very interesting.
Oh, yes. I'm starting a big campaign.
And what are you going to call it?
Dreams are your best entertainment.
Well, I think you've got something there, Una.
A full dream for every man, woman, and child in America. And double features on Saturdays and Sundays.
That's amazing.
Yes, and 30 dreams every Thursday. Oh, wow. You know what? I've dedicated my life to it.
I get it, a sort of talent scout for Morpheus.
Yes, and I've got a wonderful slogan.
Oh, don't tell me.
Yes, it's a great life if you don't waken.
That's amazing. Do you know, that's a great idea. I think it's marvelous, wonderful. Ah, to sleep, perchance to dream. Sleep that knits the ravel, the sleeve of care. Just think of it. 100 million people sleeping full time. What can I do to help?
Oh, you're doing all right.
Oh, dear.
Oh, tell me, Mr. Monju, do you have a dream?
Well, frankly, no.
Oh, Mr. Monju, that's really serious. You know what they say about people who don't dream? You're not normal.
Oh, so I'm a dope, a booby, a half-wit.
Oh, well, you're very fortunate, though. Knowing it's half the battle.
Thank you. Thank you, Una. What makes you such an authority on dreams?
Why, I told you I'm taking a course, and besides, I have my own dreams analyzed. The other day I went to a doctor, and I told him all my dreams.
Well, what comment did he make?
He just kept saying, wow.
That's amazing, Una.
But, Mr. Monju, honestly, don't you ever really never dream?
Well, ever never is a long time. As a matter of fact, the other night... Oh, I'd better not.
Oh, go on, Mr. Monju. I won't tell anybody.
Oh, no, Una, this was awful, really awful.
Oh, it couldn't be that good. Come on and tell me.
Well, all right. I dreamt I was in a beautiful moonlit glen. Birds were singing, the air was warm, and the full moon was out. All of a sudden, Carol Lombard came toward me. Tell me, is that good?
Well, it ain't bad. Then what happened?
Well, Carol Lombard came closer and closer. Is that good?
Getting better.
And then she came into my arms, looked longingly in my eyes and said, I love you, I love you.
That's not dreaming, that's wishing.
Well, it'll do till something better comes along.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, but would I do?
Oh, Charlie Ruggles, am I glad you came?
Oh, well, I'm glad you're glad. You know.
Oh, I'm glad you're glad.
No, but I'm far more glad than you are.
But I'm
you don't know
glad,
how
Charlie.
These glads are coming to you through the courtesy of Texaco Fire Chief.
Tell me, Charlie, what do you dream about?
What do I... must I tell you? Well, what do you dream about? Oh, suits and overcoats, probably, huh?
Well, it's strange that you should mention it. Sometimes I see hundreds of hats, racks of ties, scores of socks, and dozens of shoes. Shoes, all covered with spats.
That's bad.
What's bad?
Spats in front of your eyes.
Una. This is ridiculous. You're making me feel like an idiot.
Oh, superiority complex, huh? Well, Mr. Monju, what you need is an examination. Don't you think so, Una?
Oh, absolutely, Charlie. Will you thump his chest?
Thump his... Why, certainly. You got an axe handy somewhere? Now, oh, my goodness, I can't find it.
What, the axe?
No, the chest.
Oh.
Yeah, there it is. It's got a belt around it. You all ready now? You all set? Well, close your mouth and say ah now. Here we are. 1, 2, 3...
1 cigar.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
And now come closer, Mr. Monju, and I'll listen to your heartbeat,
Oh,
huh?
Charlie, dear, do you mind if I listen with you?
No, I think it'd be rather chummy. Sort of a community chest, huh?
Does anybody else want to listen in?
Oh, hot licks. Well, let's try again, shall we?
What is this, an audition?
Do you think that we could get long distance?
That's better.
And so, as the sun sets, we bid a fond farewell to darkest Africa, land of the veldt, home of old Trader Horn.
Hello, Mr. Monju. Hello, Charlie. Oh, hello, Una Merkel.
Uh-oh, I feel a dream coming on.
I hear you
ringing gladness of your voice, the words that made my longing heart rejoice. You spoke, do you remember? And my heart still hears the distant music of your grass is green, I stand. Do you behold me listening here? Hearing your voice through all the years between. I hear your voice through all the years between.
Number one on my hit parade. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenny Baker will sing again a little later. This is certainly getting to be a habit. They want an encore. How about it, David?
He can't sing now. We've got a spot for him later.
Well, let me see. Oh, Charlie.
I can't come now. I'm busy. What
Charlie,
is it?
do you know anything about football?
Yeah, football? Oh, well, you should ask me that. Yeah, I was captain of my team for 14 years. I made my letter. My record is 13 baskets. I stroke one of the finest. What is football?
Thank you, Charlie. That should make your predictions authentic. What do you think about Yale Harvard?
They're all right.
Who's all right?
Yale Harvard. Rah, rah, rah. 1, 2, 3, 4, zip, boom,
No. Minnesota, Michigan.
Well, they're all right.
Who's all right?
Yale Harvard. Rah, rah, rah.
No. Minnesota, Michigan.
Well, Minnesota, Michigan. Minnesota, Michigan. Well, it's a mighty pretty country up there, I think.
Notre Dame, Pittsburgh.
Notre Dame, Pittsburgh. Well, are they playing? Well, anything can happen in a game like that. But if anything does happen, just remember I told you so. And there's the game between Princeton and the Cubs now.
Charlie, the Cubs are a baseball team.
Well, of course, that's a matter of opinion. Now, if you want to know something about real football, you take my alma mater at the Greenleaf Public School.
You're ready now, Mr. Monju.
Thank you, Charlie.
Yeah, but I haven't told you about my alma mater.
That's all right.
Really, I don't think I should.
There's a faraway look in your eyes. You're dreaming of something. What can it be? Oh, there's a faraway look in your eyes. You seem to be spellbound. What is it you see? If I knew, dear, just exactly where I stand, I'd worry no more. If I knew, dear, even though you hold my hand, just who you adore. There's a faraway look in your eyes. You're dreaming of someone. Please
Kenny Baker. How I'd like to interrupt one of his dreams.
You mean interpret, don't you know?
No, I mean interrupt.
Well, Una, why don't you practice on me?
Well, of course, Jimmy. Well, what was your dream?
Well, I dreamt I was going down Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah.
I was running very fast and talking to myself.
Yes, what were you saying?
I was saying, flash, flash.
Oh.
Here's the news flash from the motor capital of America. From Detroit, cars need these new style oils. Old cars deserve them. Your Texaco dealer has both.
Oh, Jimmy, that was a wonderful dream. Charlie, don't you think so?
Yes, it was but a little on the insomnia side, I thought. Mr. Brockman, how about a waltz? I'm feeling rather Straussy or Danube.
A waltz. To a modern musician, a waltz is strictly off the carb.
Yeah, I beg your pardon. What was that?
Why, Mr. Ruggers, we're living in a new age, full of rug cutters, gays, and satchel mouths.
My good, why, you don't say so.
Yeah, personally, I'm a cat.
You're a cat. well, would you like a saucer of milk?
Charlie, you don't understand. You see, the world is swing crazy.
Oh, really, Jimmy?
Why, yes. Now, the other night, I went to a jam session, and the schmaltz was so contagious that the alligators jumped into a smattering of dollhouse.
You don't speak.
Yes. The voodoo boilers were so icky that the cats squealed with envy. And the gut bucket was such a solid center that the licorice stickers sent out a barrel house stomp that was really out of this world.
Well,
did you know that?
Yeah, yes, but this is the first time I've ever had the details. Not that I don't know what it all means, mind you, but now, for instance, how would you explain the terms? What's a jitterbug, for instance?
Well, a jitterbug is an alligator that gets very wacky when he listens to the barrel house.
Yeah, well, truck my jelly session, my goodness. Well, here I go, swing out, I'm in the slot. A biscuit, a basket. I almost blew a gasket.
What's going on here?
I'm one of those bugs, Adolf. I'm a glowworm. That's what I am. I'm a glowworm.
A glowworm? But what does that mean?
Yeah, well, when you gotta glow, you gotta glow. Yeah, stuffed Ruggles, they call me in the old hometown.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, and you know, the other night I went to a jam session, Adolf, and do you know something else? That the wild cats were fighting with the crocodiles, and the licorice bars were stuffed in the barrels, the ickies were coming out of the fins, and the glowworms were yelling for hives, and the mice had to be in the jelly to please the swordfish. Did you know that?
Well, certainly.
Yeah, you knew it? Well, then explain it to me, will you, please? Personally, I'm strictly from parcel post.
Meaning?
Yeah, I'm a solid sender. Yeah, man, Zazu Pitts. Zazu.
Charlie, do you actually think this craze is here to stay?
Yeah, here to stay? Well, why, the horses don't trot anymore. They do the shag.
It's amazing.
Yeah, do you know what's happening over at Grauman's Chinese Theater?
What?
Well, the footprints are doing the Lambeth Walk.
That's going pretty far.
And did you ever notice the Statue of Liberty?
Yes?
Yeah, trucking.
The rich, mellow voice of Jane Froman with the Texaco Singers in a David Brookman arrangement.
Oh, Jane, have you been having any dreams lately?
None to speak of, you know.
Oh.
I got a right to sing the blues. I got a right to sing the blues.
Let me song, let me cry when I'm blue. Let me go away from this lonely town.
Gotta leave this lonely town.
Won't be long till my song will be through. 'Cause I know I'm on my last all alone, I could feel vague sorrows. Wouldn't heal all this pain in my soul. What is love but a prelude to sorrow? a heartbreak ahead, all you'll go. Here I go. Now you know I'm leading. Got the breeze, what can I do? Goodbye. Please take away the darkness. Oh Lord, please take away the blue. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, please take away the darkness. Oh Lord, please take away the blue. Oh Lord, for this misery. Now you see, got the blues. What can I lose? Goodbye. I got a right
James, you're a killer villain. And you're very beautiful, too.
Ah, dream if ever I saw one, Mr. Montague. Say, speaking of dreams, I had one that was rather interesting. I was going down Hollywood Boulevard. I was running very fast and talking to myself.
Pardon me, Jimmy. This is where I came in.
Texaco Fire Chief is one of those
Hold
gasoline...
on there, Alfred Eldo. Is this a dream or a nightmare?
Oh, so it's you again, lightning bug.
The name is Sparks, Ned Sparks.
Say, what brings you back?
That clam bake last week. That stuff about fire chief.
Ah, that's irrelevant.
Well, a elephant never forgets.
I know everybody who drives a car will agree with me when I say there are times when quick power is as important for safety as quick stop.
There he goes.
Occasions arise when you must make a sudden demand for emergency power.
Dear, dear.
All the gallons in your tank won't help you then.
You telling me?
You must depend upon only a few ounces of gasoline in the carburetor to do the trick.
Say, Alfred Eldo.
Yes, what?
Is that your original face or a retread?
Now, Mr. Sparks, listen, I'm the kind of a guy that says live and let live.
You're the kind of a guy that gives aspirin a headache.
Those few ounces of gasoline must rise to the emergency.
He's off again.
Instant relief, extra power, reserve power when you need it.
Who told you?
And that is where Fire Chief, the emergency-grade gasoline, comes in.
Who invited it?
Nobody invited it.
Then how did it get in?
How did you get in?
The guy next to me enjoys this stuff, and he brought me in.
Well, listen, why do you have to come?
Say, a handcuff's a handcuff.
Fire Chief was especially made to supply this extra needed split-second power.
Go on, go on.
It is there in an emergency.
Uh-huh.
It comes through for you with the same quick start and pickup demanded by fire engines and other emergency vehicles.
And scooters.
Under modern driving conditions, you need it as much as they do.
Quite a speaker. Say, Alfred Eldo, come to think of it, you finally talked me into this last week.
Oh, you mean you went out and bought some Fire Chief gasoline?
No, I went out and bought a fire engine.
There he goes.
6 wheels and a hook and ladder. But to me, it's home.
Home. How do you like it?
Well, it's a little clumsy as a drive-in restaurant.
Why? What do you mean?
They have to serve the hamburgers with slingshots.
Fire Chief performs its duty economically, too.
So they tell me.
Saves you money.
What money?
For every drop of driving power. Remember, it costs you no more, to be sure.
Sure.
You can have Fire Chief power and speed when you need it. So next time, stop at a Texaco Fire Chief dealer.
Okay, Alfred Eldo, you finally convinced me.
What?
You're going to do all right on this program.
Huh?
You're going to be a pretty big success.
Yeah?
And you're going to be the best announcer on the air.
When?
When the dead-end kids graduate from Harvard.
In a few seconds, we return you to the Texaco Star Theater with Adolphe Menjou, Una Merkel, Ned Sparks, Charlie Ruggles, Jane Froman, Kenny Baker, and a Reinhardt radio production of The Jest starring John Barrymore with Elaine Barry and Noah Beery. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Now, back to the Texaco Star Theater, and we clear our stage for the Max Reinhardt dramatic production. Our guests for this evening, John Barrymore, Elaine Barry, and Noah Beery. Welcome, John Barrymore, Elaine Barry, and Noah Beery to the Texaco Star Theater.
Thank you, Adolphe.
Thank you.
Glad to be here, Monjou. Glad to be here.
Ladies and gentlemen, some years ago, New York was treated to one of the greatest plays that ever hit Broadway. In the starring role was a famous young actor who, in his first serious dramatic effort, had taken New York completely by storm. The play was The Jest, and the young star, John Barrymore. John, we who saw that play have never forgotten the character of Gianetto, which you created. How does it feel to recreate him on the radio tonight?
Well, Adolphe, of course, I loved the part. I played it every night for 2 solid years. Maybe I'd still be playing it if it hadn't been so exhausting. If I hadn't become so, this may sound funny, but it's perfectly true, emotionally tired, I had to give it up.
Well, 2 years is still a long run.
When we first opened, we had no idea it would be so successful. You see, the play was so startling, the setting so different from anything in our times. Different customs, different morals, a different code of living. Florence in the 15th century, under the rule of Lorenzo the Magnificent, was a place of violence, unbridled passions, fierce, flaming hatreds. So you see, it isn't strange that the theme of the play was a theme of vengeance. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. That's in the Bible. But in our play, a man takes vengeance unto himself. The question is, was he justified? Did he have sufficient cause? Could any man ever have sufficient cause? The man in our play was Gianetto, a young painter, gentle, sensitive, religious. Yes, in spite of all that happened, he was religious. Everything he did out of fear. For years, my life has been made miserable, filled with unholy terror by 2 swaggering bullies, guardsmen, the brothers Neri and Gabriello, whose only law was violence and the drawn sword. And I was a coward, a cringing, crawling coward. We never met, but they would beat and pummel me and twist my arms around until I screamed. God, those awful years. To wake up trembling every morning, night after night, to cry myself to sleep, to know in my soul I had no courage, and that I never would have. Never.
Poor Gianetto.
And then I fell in love. Ginevra. She was so good, so beautiful. I painted her as the Madonna in my Annunciation. We loved each other. We were to marry. And then the night before, those 2 fiends came and carried her away. Neri, his elder, claimed her for himself. What could I do against their strength?
You bastard.
Oh, Fazio, my dwarf, you know how much I suffered. I thought I should go mad. Each night she drifted to me in my dreams, all white and piteous, whispering my name. Until at last, sir, I gave way. I wrote to her. I begged to see her once again. She answered, telling me to come at sundown at her garden gate. I went.
She betrayed you, master. She betrayed you.
And as I crossed the bridge, they sprang on me. Neri and Gabriella. One held my hands. The other stripped me of my shirt.
Then with their dagger points they etched upon my skin. Item 1, a bleeding heart pierced by a winged arrow. That was Nere's thought. Item 2, a lover's knot. That was Gabriello. Does this not amuse you, sir? Amuse? To them it was a farce, a whim, a minor pleasantry. After all that, you still could smile? Why not? A joke's a joke. Oh, would that I could tear their hearts out, smoking from their bodies, and squeeze them dry as bones. With my 2 hands. Your hate is deep, Gianetto. Because those 2 have changed me to a devil. Sir, shall I tell you something terrible? For 3 years, for 3 whole years, I have not said a single prayer. Each time I try, and oh, I try so often, my tongue grows thick. The words refuse to come. I think revenge alone will give me back my power to pray. And God be willing, I shall pray tonight. But how? The great Lorenzo is my friend. Tonight he has commanded that I sup at Donna Quincy's house with the very 2 that played the joke on me.
Neri and Gabriello?
Ginevra, too. They'll bring her with them.
This is madness. You are no match for them.
No match in strength, perhaps. But I have one thing left. My wits.
What will you do?
Oh, I shall play my role with zest, and you play yours, the part of Donna Quincy. You will be our genial host. Take care to ply them well with food and wine, your strongest wine. And then when Gabriello shall have gone, you will be called away, I promise you. Then, above all, keep Mary's glass well filled.
What is your plan?
These bullies have made jokes to fashion. I, too, may play a little joke. Who knows? It came to me last night. Came as they beat me like a vile buffoon. It was not agony that made me shriek, but laughter, sir. Laughter. I laughed, and I laughed
still. More wine, good Mr. Neri. More wine.
Attorney Quincy, a noble host. You know. Come, monkey, fill my cup. Soul of a cat, he sweats with fear.
He looks so foolish, love. So pale and white.
He bathes too much. That's how he lost his color.
Take care.
Oh, Florence knows it. Why, I'm a famous jester. Tell him, Gianetta. Tell him, little lickpot.
You made me laugh last night, sir, I confess it.
What? Shivering still? Poor jelly, calm yourself. You have but half the need to fear with Gabriello on his way to Pisa. What evil luck to take him from this merry board.
A soldier's life. He went by the Magnificent's command.
He went quite willingly, I think. The quicker to be cured.
Cured of what, worm?
The common bond of pain he shares with me. Your brother, Gabriello, loves Ginevra.
He lies.
Huh?
Neri, he lies.
Plague's death, you know my feelings for the lad. Oh, I love him best of all things in this world. Now, if you have lured him on,
I swear to you, love, I cannot even name the color of his eyes.
Perhaps she pierced his heart, good Neri, when she aimed at yours.
Neri, you know how faithful and how true I am. Believe me, love.
Well, for tonight. Oh, what does it matter if these lips tell lies? They were so warm and soft. A mouth like the pomegranate flower. A red enemy of men that never sleep. Oh, another kiss.
More wine, good Neri. Drink.
Oh, on the balcony. A little music.
No, a song. A song from Gianetto.
Ginevra.
The Madrigal of May. He used to sing it when you painted me as the Madonna. Sing it now.
You ask her?
Yes, open your whistle, little lark.
No. I cannot.
Look at me.
Madonna.
So you remember, Gianetto. Then sing, lest I forget.
The spring of anew, each flower is sparkling dew, and tendrils green entwining, she weaves her garments
Charlie.
Yeah, his own croaking makes him weep.
Please, Mr. Neri.
I do not speak to you.
No, he speaks to me. To me because he knows I am a coward.
What's that?
I say that if I were not what I am, the vilest worm that ever crawled the earth, you would not dare to treat me as you do. Last night would you have cut another's back as you cut mine? Never, never.
You lie. You lie in your rat's teeth. There's not a man in all this city that I'm afraid of.
Not one? Not even the Magnificent?
Not one. No, not the Magnificent himself.
Now then, if you would wager, sir.
What, I, Neri? Betting with a tadpole?
But just to put your bravery to the test, I'll wager that you dare not go this very moment, now, to Ceccarino's wine shop.
What's that?
You know the place where all the young rips meet and gossip and shake dice.
Silken maggots that infest Lorenzo's throne.
Clad all in steel, a weapon in your hand, stride through the crowd to where old Ceccarino sits, tweak his red nose, walk out, and the wager's won.
Take care, young lizard, how you propose to test a hero's heart.
I never dreamed that it would frighten you.
What? Frighten me? Snakes of purgatory? Put your wager on that board.
Neri, my darling.
Come, cat, you're in the way. These are men's matters. Go home and go to sleep.
How sweetly, love, you murmur your farewell.
Go on.
I go. Good night, dear friend.
And lock the door. I've got my key. Now, my armor, helmet, sword. And you, my little phantom, kiss your gold goodbye.
Dear saints, the pot begins to boil.
Ah, if Gabriello were only here to share the joke.
The news will greet him as they enter Pisa. Come now, good sir. One farewell cup to speed you on your way.
One cup, you say? And I say 80 at least to wash our wager down.
Drink!
Enough, I say.
Drink.
Now, worm, my sword.
Take it, great warrior.
And now, by St. Lucifer, I could kill all Italy. Fling wide the gates.
Fazio!
Give way! Give way! The flood, the thunder, and the earthquake come. I shake the mountain. I defy the stars. I am strength. I am truth. I am life. I am death.
The fool, the madman. He's walked into our web, good master. My vengeance has begun. Tomorrow, Fazio. Tomorrow I can pray.
Mr. Ginevra, wake up. Oh, hurry, I pray you, open the door.
What is it, Cynthia?
They have him bound and chained, Madonna, thrown into a cell. Poor Miss Neri has gone mad.
Mad? Good, Cynthia, it is you who have gone mad.
Oh, no, mistress, I bring you truth. There in the wine shop.
Wait, did you not hear the garden gate? Neri comes now.
Here? A madman here? Oh, fly, mistress, fly! Fly!
Ginevra.
You, Gianetto. In heaven's name, why do you come here?
It is a very simple tale, Madonna. I love you.
You dare say that? What demon gives you courage? You who turned sick with terror at my Neri's name.
Your Neri. So I did. How strange to know I shall never fear him any more.
It's true, then? Neri's mad?
Without a doubt, Madonna. He fought like a howling demon till I had him fast.
You followed him? You saw it all?
I did.
And then?
I came here to comfort you, Madonna, for his loss.
Came like a robber through my garden gate.
As I have come in thought 1,000 times.
To me?
To you, when reason told me you were lost. But dark despair and aching hunger would not let me rest. Tortured always by my loss, the steel deep in my heart, when I heard him say the words that I had dreamed. Mouth like a pomegranate flower, red enemy of men that never sleeps.
You love me still? Why then did you wait so long?
Because it is not love alone that I have waited for. I long for vengeance too. But now I wait no longer. Look, I reach. I see.
Take care, if Neri should return.
That madman, chained and shackled in his cell.
I'm afraid.
They say that fear whets the razor edge of love. I wonder,
I do not know you when you talk this way.
I know myself. I long for you. I love you.
Let me go.
At last, Madonna.
Thief.
My hope, my dreams, my bright salvation.
Thief.
My ruin, my loss, my dark confusion.
Thief.
Revenge, my beautiful revenge.
Thief. Dear thief.
Ginevra.
Dear thief.
Ginevra.
Master Gianetto. Fazio. Oh, heaven's mercy that I found you home.
What is it, Fazio?
Fly, Master, fly. His brother Gabriello has come back and learned that you plan Neri's ruin. His rage is dreadful. He swears to kill you.
Who did you hear?
From Cynthia, Ginevra's maid. Gabriello went there first of all.
He saw Ginevra?
No, she would not let him in, although he begged her, falling on his knees, swearing that he loved her.
I wonder which flame burns hottest in Gabriello's soul. Love for her or hate for me?
Love, good master. He pleaded for the chance to visit her tonight.
Oh, then at last, Fazio, at last I am stronger than my enemies. Go, my friend, fly to the dungeon. Tell them I order Neri's release.
No, master, no.
Then, Fazio, let it be made known that let it be known to Neri that I, these many nights, have laughed away the hours in a house that he knows well. Yes, at Ginevra. Say that tonight at my accustomed hour, I go again. And if he wishes, let Neri come and kill me there.
Have mercy, Neri. I did not know.
And while I lay rotting in my chains, he was here with you.
I was deceived, Neri. I was deceived.
Your life or his, I leave the choice to you.
No. I cannot die.
You love him then as much as you loved me, eh? Oh, what a rag you are. Look at me. What hour does Gianetto come?
Last night. Oh, no.
Answer me.
He came at 10.
And the house was dark. You put the little lamp there in the window niches in my time?
Yes. No. I cannot bear it. What you're doing is monstrous. Horrible.
Go into that room.
Oh, Madonna, save me.
Take care now. Not a sob or a tear. And remember, I shall be very close, concealed behind that door. And if you so much as breathe one word of warning, both of you will die.
The convent bell. Striking 10.
His hour. Quick. Into that room. Hurry.
And the 10 will scream and fly in. She wears her garments shining.
At last! And it does taste sweet, Gianetto. As sweet as a taste of love, eh? You, Gianetto.
Yes, my friend.
But I left you lying in there.
Not me, Mary.
Then who was it I struck down?
Go in, Mary. Go in and see.
Who?
Guess, my friend.
Oh, I cannot. Speak.
Your brother.
Gabriello!
No!
You killed your brother, Neri. Your brother whom you loved more than life itself.
No!
Go lift him up. Go look at him. And remember it was you who murdered him.
Gabriello! Gabriello!
Fazio!
Fly now. Fly, dear master.
Not yet, Fazio, not yet. Listen.
Oh, Gabriello!
No, we must fly, master. There's still time.
No, one thing more. One thing more. Now I must pray. Ave Maria, gratia. Ave... I cannot pray. I cannot pray. Ave Maria... I cannot pray, Fazio. I cannot pray. I cannot pray.
No, ladies and gentlemen, he could not pray. Gianetto had had his vengeance, but the prayers would not come. The peace which he had sought was forever denied him. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord.
Radio production of The Jest. And as our stars take their bows, they draw Professor Reinhardt out on the stage with them.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I am very grateful for the way in which you have received our dramatic offering. To John Barrymore, Noah Beery, and Elaine Barry, who, as you all know, is John's lovely wife, I can only say that your performances were magnificent. We had also hoped to have the star of our next week's dramatic offering, Miss Miriam Hopkins, here to greet you tonight, but she's taking a little holiday in New York. However, she has promised to cut it short and will be here with us next Wednesday night.
An ear full of music, an eye full of loveliness, that's our Jane Froman. And she sings at long last love.
Is it an earthquake or simply a shock? Is it a good turtle soup or merely the mark? Is it a cocktail, this feeling of joy? Or is what I feel the real McCoy? Is it for all time or simply a love? Is it Granada I see or only a very pond? Is it a fancy not worth thinking of? Or is it at long lost love? Is it for all time or simply a love? Is it Granada I see, or only as very pond? Is it a fancy not worth dreaming of? Or is it at long lost
That was beautiful, Jane, beautiful. If I were John Barrymore, I'd quote the words of Shakespeare and say...
Someone mentioned my name.
Oh, John, I was just complimenting Jane Froman on her performance.
Rightly so. A great performance always thrills me. You know, one of my chief regrets on the stage was that I couldn't sit out in the audience and watch me act.
Well... Well, you don't find that trouble in pictures, do you?
No, I don't. If I want to see how I portrayed a part, I merely go to one of your pictures.
Doctor, you struck a nerve.
But you know, I miss the thrill of the theater full of real people. As a Barrymore, you know, a Barrymore gets something from a live audience.
That's right, John. You can always take it home and make soup out of it.
You're reaching, Adolf.
And how?
Why, when I played the love scene in Camille, a fire broke out and nobody knew it was a fire until the scene was over.
That's astounding, but that's nothing compared to my personal experiences. In Philadelphia, when I played in Romeo and Juliet with 12 weeks sold out in advance, we had to close the play.
What happened?
As if I'm interested.
What happened? Why, I was so convincing in my love scenes, Juliet refused to sit in the balcony. Uninteresting.
I think she's out there. Uninteresting if true, but you should have seen me in Hamlet. The last act. How I played that death scene.
Was it good?
Good. Why, after the curtain fell, it took 3 men to revive my insurance agent.
Well, now, wait a minute. Now, just a second, you fellows. If you're talking about acting, you can't overlook me.
It hasn't been difficult up to now.
Well, now, come, man. You're talking to Pomona College's finest actor. Why, when I played Hamlet, the audience had welts from sitting on the edge of their seats.
Well, in my day, if they was anxious to leave us that, we rang the curtain down.
Oh, just so. Well, now, wait a minute. Now, just look at this letter I received from the Schuberts. It says here, whenever Charlie Ruggles plays in our town, we have boom times. Yeah, that Lee Schubert. Look at the way he spells boom. B-U-M.
You call those performances? Why, when I played the Dice of Death in Boone, Iowa, we played a nightstand, and it took us 45 days to get out of town.
I don't see why you should all fight about it. Now, if you're all such good actors, and you're just the people for my play that I made up out of a book this morning.
Oh, boys, we're stuck.
Oh, no, you're not, Mr. Mind You. Oh, I've got a typical John Barrymore part for you.
Pardon me, miss. If it's a Barrymore part, why don't you let me play it?
Oh, well, you're not the type.
Why don't I learn to keep my mouth shut?
What's the name of the play, Una?
East Lynn, or 45,000 dealers from Broadway. And everybody on the program's going to be in it.
Typographical error there, Toots. Don't count me in.
All right. You can play the part of the audience if you promise to be quiet.
I never talk in my sleep.
Where do you want to sit?
Just a ripe tomato throw from the stage.
Well, now, I'll be the girl, and Charlie Ruggles, you be my father. And Adolph Monge, you'll be the villain, and John Barrymore, the hero.
A Barrymore playing East Lynn? Upon my soul, wench, I shall not do it.
Well, of course, Mr. Barrymore, if you don't want to.
Very well, lass. You talked me into it.
Say, Mr. David.
Our scene, a cabin. It is a cold night in early winter. A girl and her father are seated at a table.
Oh, Father. Dear Father.
Yes, daughter?
Oh, we are so poor. We have nothing to eat and barely any clothes to wear. And it's getting colder and colder. Winter drawers on.
Yes? Well, how do they fit?
Oh, Father. Oh, they're terrible to be so poor. And I am so wretched.
Well, stop biting your fingernails that way, daughter. You're all I have left, remember?
Father, do you mind if I ask you something personal?
What is it, daughter?
Did you ever do a full day's work in your life?
You mean all together or just at one time?
Well, does it matter? Oh, the sheep's at the door.
No, you mean the wolf is at the door.
Oh, no. Well, this is a wolf in sheep's clothing.
This should bring back vaudeville.
Daughter, you've got to economize. You're spending too much for clothes.
Why, I dress in rags.
Well, then you're spending too much for rags. And I'm getting hungry. What have we got for dinner?
Nothing but boiled shoe.
What? Filly of soul again? I'm getting so anemic I need an hour's notice to blush. You better run out to the hen house and see what they have for an entree.
Oh, it's too late for that, Father. I've been feeding the hens sawdust for so long they're only laying knotholes.
Well, then where are we going to get eggs?
Just keep talking.
Daughter, I tell you, this situation is beginning to drive me crazy. I can't stand to see you grow wan and pale from lack of nourishment. You'll have to take in washing, daughter.
Oh, I cannot do that. The water has been turned off.
I thought I missed something in my shower this morning. Yes, come in or break it down.
It is I, Simon the Greenhorn, and the mortgage is due today, $10,000.
Sounds like your valves need grinding.
I haven't got the money.
It's either the money or your daughter.
You don't think I'll turn my daughter over to your horrible clutches, do you?
Your daughter or your house.
Goodbye, daughter.
At last I have what I want.
Say, buddy, you left your motor running.
Come to me, me proud beauty.
Another crack like that and I'll slug you.
Aye, Harry Hardworthy Stronghearted here. Am I in time to save you?
Well, say, you're ahead of time. You don't come in for 4 speeches yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ah, me proud beauty, come to my arms.
I hate you. I hate you. If you were the last man in the world, I wouldn't take you in out of the cold.
Well, if I was the last man in the world, I wouldn't be out in the cold.
They could use a laugh like that in the audience.
Come to me, me pretty one.
No. Now, John.
What? Oh, all right. I'm Hand-Back Maiden. I, Harry Hardworthy Strongheart, am here.
What do you want?
You want for more? Shall I tell them?
Why did you come in the side door? Why didn't you come in the front?
What, and expose my full face?
Well, a little at a time would be better.
It's surprising what the rain will bring out of the ground. Who is this churl?
He's the man who holds the mortgage, and he's threatening to put us out in the cold.
Oh, he is this. He will take that, and that, and that, and that, and that.
I've seen a better fight from my electric razor.
At last I've vanquished him. Now to peruse this precious document. Ha! Knave, where did you get this paper?
At the blacksmith shop.
Just as I thought. It's forged. Oh!
West of Who's Who on land, on sea, and in the air, and you'll find Texaco right up at the top. For example, in the bus transportation field, speed and performance are probably best symbolized by Greyhounds, the nation's largest interstate bus operators. For almost 10 years, they have been constant users of Fire Chief gasoline. Therefore, Greyhound rides with Texaco. The United States Navy is the most critical buyer. Strict governmental tests determine which lubricants are best for naval use. Texaco lubricants have proved that they give high efficiency at lowest cost. Therefore, the United States Navy sails with Texaco. TWA, the Lindbergh line, flies almost 10 million miles a year. For 7 years, Texaco has successfully met every single requirement demanded for America's fastest transcontinental airline schedule. Therefore, TWA flies with Texaco. Greyhound on land, the Navy on the water, TWA in the air, each and every one a Texaco user. This, we believe, is the most impressive roll call of any product. This, we believe, is why it will pay you next time to try a Texaco Fire Chief dealer. Heard tonight were Song of the Bayou by Rube Bloom and At Long Last Love from You Never Know. The entire production was under the personal direction of Bill Baker. This is Jimmy Wallington saying good night, and this is the Columbia Broadcasting System.